Jayden Taylor will not start, rolled his ankle last night. They are hoping that he can play. He did go through warm-ups, something to keep an eye on.
DJ Burns guarding Armando Bacot. Bacot needs to go right at him. Put him in the position where he has to guard.
Casey Morsell on R.J. Davis. Kevin Keatts wants to put some size on Davis, and Morsell is that, considerably bigger than Davis. Cadeau into the paint, forces it up, no. And Mohamed Diarra, who's been a rebounding machine in this tournament, comes down with the first one for State. Michael O'Connell, 4 of his 5 highest scoring games of the season have come in the last 4 days. Here's the double on Burns.
They put the double on, then took it off quickly just to stop the back down.
Turnaround by Horn will drop through.
Well, DJ Horn has to be a little happier to be playing in an up-tempo game. So difficult to go against Virginia, where he had 8 points, but he was 0 of 5 from 3.
Wolfpack were down 5, just over a minute to go. Virginia going to the free throw line. It looked like State was done. And then everything that could have gone wrong for Virginia did. The huge shot by O'Connell, and they just took care of business in the overtime, and that's why they are still here.
Harrison Ingram with that tap out on the offensive rebound. I thought Elliot Cadeau had a chance to get it, but he didn't.
Morsell fouled by Davis. So again, the status of Jayden Taylor unknown at this time. The left ankle, he's got it taped up. He did go through warm-ups, but now he's sitting, got it wrapped up even more. This is a guy who averages better than 12 points per game. Don't know if he's going to play tonight.
And he had 22 points against North Carolina in the last game between these two teams. Both he and DJ Horn were having their way with Carolina in the first half before they got shut down in the second.
This is Taylor before the game. Literally a game time decision. And Kevin Keatts has not been using that deep of a rotation. And it's their 5th game in as many nights. So obviously they would love to have the services of Taylor. But if they don't, they'll have to go a little bit deeper. Breon Pass, who got a few minutes last night. Cam Woods, who played earlier in the tournament. Ingram unguarded. This is the corner 3. And another rebound for the Wolfpack. This time it's Morsell.
Casey Morsell had a really good game last night against Virginia. He's an excellent defender, but he needs to be a scorer in this game.
At 25 in Tuesday's game against Louisville. We were talking to Kevin Keatts earlier today. They've been here so long, played so many games. He was like, is it Friday or is it Saturday? As Burns turns it over. But what a ride NC State has been on. And just for people who may not know around other parts of the country, State's not going to the NCAA tournament unless they win this game tonight. So if they win it, not only do they get the automatic berth, they get the ACC tournament, the banner, the trophy, and the whole thing.
Elliot Cadeau has had 2 very good games against North Carolina State, and his penetration is excellent.
Right on cue.
He's averaging 13.5 points against the Wolfpack without having made a 3 in the 2 games they've played, but he's also averaging close to 7 assists in those 2 games. I'm rounding up.
You're so generous. O'Connell open, knocks down a 3, and he continues to score at a much higher rate than he did during the regular season.
He's a different player in this tournament. He's gone 16, 16, 12, and 12 in the 4 games coming into this one.
And again, those are 4 of his 5 highest scoring games of the entire season. Davis doesn't need much space. This is the 3 and Morsell the rebound.
O'Connell has made more 3-point field goals in this tournament than he made the last 17 games combined.
Davis got caught on Burns. Bacot over to help. Horn open. And what a start for the Pack.
That's why you don't want to double at times. I mean, you've got to pick your poison. If you double DJ Burns, he's a really good passer out of that double.
Ingram open for a 3. Can't hit it. And so far, nothing doing on the offensive glass for Carolina. Always a big part of their game.
Well, they're taking long shots. And those are longer rebounds. North Carolina needs to get a piece of that paint and go inside and play inside out. That's their game.
Which is what State's doing now with Burns. No double here. Big fella's going at it, and Burns wins. And it's State by 9.
Remember, NC State got out to a huge lead playing against North Carolina last time. And then Carolina locked them down in the second half.
Yeah.
When DJ Burns gets the ball, he catches it off the lane, and he just backs his defender in there. It's one-on-one in the post, and there's not much, even as good of a defender as Armando Bacot is, there's not much you can do. You're given ground, otherwise you're going to get run over.
First foul on Burns. Kevin Keatts in this tournament has gotten some really good minutes, especially last night from Ben Middlebrooks as Bacot steps to the line. Burns getting about 21 minutes per game. Middlebrooks about 19. And I thought, Jay, that Middlebrooks playing so well last night, that's what allowed Burns to rest and maybe be so effective in the overtime.
Middlebrooks was huge against Virginia. He had 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals in that game against the Cavaliers. And he made some really good defensive plays. He's a really good pick and roll defender.
11-4 Wolfpack. And again, a touch for Burns, getting bodied by Bacot. Boy, these are two guys who, they don't shy away from the physical part of the game. The kick to Horn, it's short, and Bacot the rebound. Ingram running. Morsell comes up with it, though.
A great job by NC State to get back and thwart that break.
Diarra for 3. Yes! And State leads by 10. Boy, you couldn't have drawn it up any better if you're Kevin Keatts. Spinning, Bacot lost it. It will stay with Carolina as we go to the first timeout of the night with the Wolfpack off to a great ball.
I mean, the numbers are almost identical. In 1987, the ACC was an 8-team league, so it was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday event.
Bacot going to work on Middlebrooks, who's coming to replace Burns.
Middlebrooks was really physical there, but at least Carolina got the ball inside the first time they've gotten a piece of the paint through Bacot.
Horn defended by Cormac Ryan. Diarra's hit a 3 in the early going. Now the kick to O'Connell. The floater off the rim and still loose and out of bounds to the Wolfpack.
Mohamed Diarra in fighting Armando Bacot. Really good shot fake by Michael O'Connell to open up that drive.
And now Bacot is going to sit. Jalen Washington has checked in.
Well, Carolina has more depth and they're going to use it. They want to send fresh bodies at NC State and wear down a team that they might think is already worn down a little bit, but they're not showing any signs of it right now.
Yeah. Third game in as many days for the Heels. 5th game in as many days for the Wolfpack. Horn got Trimble in the air and then got blocked from behind by Withers. Davis the kick. Withers the drive. Off balance, it'll go.
Well, Withers has made a great contribution of late coming off the bench. Last 3 games, he's averaging over 6.5 rebounds.
DJ Horn is hot in the early going. He averages 16.5. He's got 7 already tonight.
Well, anybody thought that NC State was going to slow the tempo down? They're not. They're trying to get down the floor and get something early.
Morsell went flying, and then R.J. Davis knocks down the jumper.
Went right into his chest, then a step-back move to the right corner. R.J. Davis is actually better from 3 than he is from 2 against NC State this year.
Davis reached the 2,000 career point mark last night as he continues to climb up the Carolina charts. Middlebrooks. The reverse, can't get it to go, but Washington couldn't squeeze it, but it belongs to Carolina anyways. Davis again. O'Connell ahead to Diarra. And Hubert Davis is all over one of the officials. Maybe they hang it on the rim there by Middlebrooks or Diarra, but you can hang on the rim if there's somebody underneath you, if it's a safety thing, and they play on.
Well, Lee Cassell was trying to warn Diarra, hey, don't hang on it that long afterwards, but I like the fact they didn't call it technical.
Washington banks one home, and that gets Carolina back within 7.
The more North Carolina gets the ball inside, the better it is for the Tar Heels.
Horn off a screen. Floater. Oh boy, DJ Horn off to a great start tonight, already with 9.
His movement has been excellent. He was handcuffed in the game last night against Virginia. Not so far.
Now he reaches in and commits the foul. And now we understand it was not Diarra hanging on the rim. It was Kevin Keatts being on the court that Hubert Davis was upset about. And then Hubert went on the court to say he was upset about Kevin Keatts being on the court. If you go on the court, I'm not moving. You do whatever you want.
Well, some coaches do get a little too far out there and start playing defense.
Withers passed up the 3. Cadeau in, so R.J. Davis has gone to the bench for the first time, and an immediate Carolina turnover.
Really good job by both DJ Horn and Jaden Taylor there of playing off of both Cadeau and Trimble. You know, they're not playing him for the shot. They're playing him for the drive. So they were there to help. They took away the drive and recovered late, and that's what helped cause that turnover from Trimble.
So let's see what Jaden Taylor can do. He has checked in with the bad left ankle, and the big fella's back too. DJ Burns Jr., Ben Middlebrooks back to the bench. Eight minutes in, and the underdog with a 9-point lead.
Good fade.
And the battle resumes between Burns and Bacot. Soft touch, but it rolls off the rim.
Good defense by Bacot. Good not to have his arms there so that Burns could go through them and try to draw that foul. Just put him straight up.
So Cadeau and Trimble, the 2 guards, neither one of them really an outside shooter. Ryan's not in the game. Davis is not in the game. A different looking offensive lineup for the Heels. Cadeau. Burns wraps it up.
I think North Carolina needs to start putting DJ Burns in some ball screens. Get him away from the basket. Get him moving.
Morsell frees himself. Pretty good look. Rebound down to Withers. Boy, Trimble's been good in this tournament for the Heels, especially 2 nights ago against Florida State.
And great defensively.
Bacot with the jumper, his first field goal of the game.
When he steps away, that puts DJ Burns in a bad spot. If he goes out there, Bacot can drive around him.
Burns comes out to get a touch. He can hit it, and he does. Not just the post guy. Got a soft touch in the mid-range, too.
Well, Casey Morsell just came up, almost set a ball screen on it. And that freed him up for that little short jumper.
Ingram draws the double. Ingram gets it back and hits the 3.
Well, how about that passing? Around the horn twice to get it back to where the ball started for a wide open jumper.
He's really the only 3-point threat on the floor. Withers can, but hasn't taken him any this year. They got R.J. Davis ready to check in at the next whistle. Diarra, offensive foul. It's going to be that kind of a night here in Washington. 41 Cyclones who win the Big 12 tournament championship.
Yeah, the only team that played well enough to win in their game was Purdue. They lost that one in overtime and had multiple chances to win that one. Everybody else got run. Tennessee got run. Duke got run in this event by NC State.
So here Carolina, the 1 seed. They had a magnificent game against Florida State in the quarters, beat them by 25, and then beat a very game and determined group of Pitt Panthers 72-65 in the semis.
The one thing that North Carolina has to deal with in this game, DJ Horn is having fun out there. I mean, he's got a smile on his face.
He's the one guy who didn't play on Tuesday because of the hip flexor. They sat him out. They were playing Louisville. They were able to win without him. So for him, just his fourth in 4 days. Jayden Taylor, bad ankle and all.
A great cut from the weak side slot, and Burns found him. What a great pass by DJ Burns. So worried about him backing you down. You don't have your hands up. You just threw it right over Armando Bacot.
Jay, how about 4 assists? And we know he's a great passer. How about 4 assists already for Burns? But he couldn't keep up with Davis there.
Well, Davis has extraordinary speed with the ball, not only in transition, but in the half court. And changes speeds incredibly well.
Ryan trying to deny Horn.
Now he's going to keep him to one side.
And the foul on Ryan. First on Ryan, just the second on the team, only 3 on NC State. O'Connell returns as Breon Pass, who got a couple of minutes, sits down.
And this first half looking a little bit like the first half at North Carolina between these two teams, where DJ Horn got off to such a quick start.
That one rattles out. He's already got 11 in this one. Davis again being defended by Morsell. That's the matchup Coach Keats wants. Ryan no, O'Connell the rebound. And again, you're not seeing any crashing on the glass by the heels. In the first game between these two, they dominated on the offensive glass. Davis steps back and hits it. How good is that?
Boy, great help by NC State Michael O'Connell, but R.J. Davis just made a spectacular individual play.
The Wolfpack have led by as many as 10. It's down to 3. Morsell with a tough one on the baseline.
When Casey Morsell plays aggressively, NC State's a different team.
Cadeau end-to-end.
This is what North Carolina wants to do. Get the ball down court quickly and attack in transition. Make NC State run.
Horn turns the corner.
Good help by Armando Bacot.
How's it going in to Burns? Instead, it'll be a baseline drive by Horn, left it short. Davis, another 3, hits again. And Carolina's come back to tie it. More blue than red in the house here tonight, and they're getting noisy. It's out of bounds. Good effort by Cadeau, but it is still
points. He's 3 of 5 from 3. And those last 2 he hit were big ones.
Morsell well defended by Ryan. O'Connell misses the 3. Bacot the rebound. And now Carolina looking for its first lead of the game.
O'Connell just got a little pin-in screen from DJ Burns. He was wide open for that 3.
Bacot coming out to set a ball screen, it looks like. Now goes to the bucket, and Morsell reaches in and fouls him.
That's why you want to put DJ Burns into ball screens. Morsell's got to come over and pick up that roll, and he picked it up reaching instead of putting his body in the way as the tag guy and just bumping Armando Bacot to stop his progress. But DJ Burns has to stay with the ball, so Casey Morsell comes over from the weak side. There were 2 on the weak side for North Carolina.
Ingram guarded by Diarra. Good matchup here. Off the foot of Ingram. He dives to the floor to keep it and gets tied up by Morsell. And the possession arrow will give that over to the Wolfpack. Taylor, who was just in for a little bit again, he'll sit, and DJ Horn back in now for State.
But just the fact that he can gut it out. He gutted it out last night against Virginia after he injured that ankle. But NC State, personified by Taylor, giving everything they have in this tournament.
McConnell trying to get something started, finds Horn. The shot clock's inside 10.
Crowd around DJ Burns.
Now he'll take the 16-footer short. Diarra the tip. Davis runs it down for the heels. A touch for Bacot. Little shovel pass. Davis. Not this time. Tipped back out though.
Tipped out by Cadeau.
Davis driving on Diarra and will head to the free throw line.
So good at getting past the defender, Diarra. He had an advantage there, but put the brakes on just a little bit, so Diarra had to go over his back to try to get that block shot and picked up the foul.
89% on the season from the line. We've been kind of updating you here and there as he continues to climb up the scoring charts. Started the year at 48, started the tournament at 10th on Carolina's all-time list. Came into this game 8th. And Jay, tonight he's passed the great Charlie Scott and has moved into 7th on Carolina's all-time scoring list.
R.J. Davis has just had an incredible career, capped off by this year, where he's not only led the ACC in scoring, I think his leadership for this Carolina team has been exemplary on and off the floor.
Carolina on top for the first time tonight. Taylor's coming right back in.
Taylor was terrific in the last game against North Carolina. He had 22 points in that game. He and Horn combined for 42.
7-0 run Tar Heels. And 4 guards around DJ Burns right now for State. Boy, Burns looked like he lost it and almost kind of volleyball tapped it up into the bucket.
His footwork is fantastic. It doesn't look like a guy that size should be able to move like he moves.
6 points for Burns, tied at 30.
But North Carolina's gone away from the double team. They're going to go one-on-one in the post. That's just a 2. But if he's picking you apart for multiple threes, that's where the problem comes in.
Davis, another step back 3. Not this time. Burns the rebound. Under 4 to go in the first half. Horn, another floater and another basket.
It's really up to Armando Bacot to step up there. He kept retreating toward the basket.
Bacot walks into a jumper and ties the game. He's got 6.
Smart shot by Armando Bacot. Coming down is the trailer. DJ Burns right in the middle of the lane. He wasn't going to get out there. You might as well take it because he can make that shot, as he just proved. A good defense to stop that drive by R.J. Davis.
Burns into the paint. Bacot shuts him down.
Trimble helpful as he was coming by to reach in.
Shot clock running down. Taylor slips. Burns for 3. Oh boy! His first 3-pointer of the season.
Is there anything he can't do out there?
And he had to take it, and he knew he had to take it, but he hit it.
Burns started his career out at Tennessee and then transferred to Winthrop, where he played for Pat Kelsey, who's now the head coach at Charleston, headed back to the NCAA tournament for the 2nd consecutive year.
Trimble the runner, short, the follow, no, but a foul.
How quick was Trimble to that second jump? First half, he's 6 of 10 from the field. His counterpart, R.J. Davis, 13 points. He's 3 of 6 from 3. But North Carolina State is shooting 58% in this first half. And I think Hubert Davis is going to be asking his team at halftime to make things more difficult on DJ Horn and NC State. One thing, Dan, North Carolina's only got 2 team fouls. It's not the only indication, but it's an indication that they're not getting as physical on the defensive end as Hubert Davis would like.
35-34 NC State here with 2.5 to go in the first. Carolina's led this game for 15 seconds. That's it. State's led by as many as 10.
Little Horn set. 2 at the elbows, 2 in the corners.
Good help, but open is Burns. and he's got 2 more. 11 points and 5 assists for DJ Burns tonight.
Well, that was overhelp by Armando Bacot. He can't stay on the ball that long. Carolina's scoring quickly in transition. They actually have, it's 12-2 in transition points for North Carolina.
You know what else is different about this? Burns has played 15 out of 18 minutes. Usually he's kind of 10 to 12 and a half, and Middlebrooks is like 8 to 10. But Keats has been leaving Burns in there. He's been playing great tonight. 5th game in as many nights for the Wolfpack, as we've got another foul going against State.
Well, he didn't complete the play, but smart move by Harrison Ingram to take that ball to the basket to draw that foul.
And there's something going on with Armando Bacot, slowly and gingerly making his way back onto the court after the 3rd foul on DJ Horne. That's big.
And it looked like Harrison Ingram knew exactly what he was doing, going right at DJ Horne and putting him in a position to foul or to back off in transition.
Harrison Ingram, 2 shots.
Whatever it is, Bacot trying to walk it off. Harrison Ingram, the transfer from Stanford, who's had such a great year for Carolina. Horne will sit. And Ernest Ross is into the game for the first time. As again, due to foul trouble and trying to monitor Taylor's minutes, Kevin Keats' rotation, Jay, a little bit different here tonight.
Yeah, different players are going to have to come in off the bench and provide quality minutes.
This is Ross's first appearance in the tournament. Has not played in any of the previous 4 games.
North Carolina going to go with some full court pressure, try to ratchet things up on NC State. Trimble on O'Connell. Trimble is a great defender.
Taylor with Davis on him. Now Burns with Bacot on him. Going to work again. And the foul called on Bacot. His first.
It's a hard foul to get called on. You kind of going, what do you want me to do here? You know, the offense is dislodging the defense.
And the clear out. Here comes the double.
Good recovery by North Carolina.
Taylor, tough shot. Rebound Withers. Carolina looking for the lead.
And for the most part, Carolina has limited NC State to 1 shot.
Neither team's done much of anything in the offensive glass. State's got 1. Carolina's got 2. Trimble open. Missed the 3, and Morsell holding his ground well to get the rebound.
NC State could have gone for a 2-for-1 there, but they just don't want to rush anything right now with DJ Horne on the bench with those 3 fouls.
And again, it's Burns. And again, the double.
Good pass.
And another assist for Burns. The bucket for Ross. And State is back on top.
Ross just made a cut from the left side of the floor to the right and made himself available to an excellent.
Jay, that's his 2nd field goal of the season. He had only played 46 minutes all year coming into this game tonight.
You know, it came at the right time. He made a really good cut to make himself available to Burns. And Carolina, if they get a score here, can tie or take the lead. But the second half for North Carolina, I think Hubert Davis wants to see a different defensive team than he saw in the first.
Cadeau to Davis. Davis to Ryan. Gets it off and hit it. Cormac Ryan. All right, just thank you. Yeah, amazing that State's only been to the line 1 for 2, just 2 free throw attempts, and amazing how few offensive rebounds there have been in this game as well at either end. Cadeau, no. And Bacot just got called for a foul. That'll be number 2 on Armando Bacot.
Well, Cadeau had that right-hand drive, kept it in one hand, tried to loft it up the top of the backboard above the square. Just couldn't get it to go.
How about Burns playing over 16 minutes in the first half? Bacot playing over 17. And they're going at it again. Boy, is he skilled. Yeah, he's big. But don't let that take away from the fact that he is extremely skilled as well.
But North Carolina deciding to guard him one-on-one in the post because those are tough twos. They don't want him passing out for open threes.
Oh, a steal by Bacot. Ingram, a corner three. Oh, and what a mistake there by State. An unforced error, a turnover that just hands 3 points to Carolina. Horn, well defended by Cadeau, goes at him again and draws the foul.
Good job on that second effort. Now watch this steal by Armando Bacot. Diarra just a lazy pass trying to get it to Michael O'Connell. And Bacot takes it away. It leads to a wide open three. And DJ Burns isn't going to be able to cover that distance to put any pressure on Harrison Ingram. And Burns going one-on-one in the post. He's got a fabulous touch. But I think Hubert Davis is willing to take that tough two, wear him out a little bit rather than have him passing it around, getting open threes.
Horn at the line for State. Late free throws on Thursday to seal the win over Duke and kind of lock down the victory in overtime against Virginia last night by making all 4 free throws that he had. Better than 18 points per game in conference play this year, 4th in the league.
DJ Horn guarding Cormac Ryan right now. I think North Carolina needs to go at him wherever they can. Make him guard.
Playing with 3. Cadeau driving again. Can't hit it again. Diarra the rebound.
And he went right into the body of Horn. Just couldn't draw the foul or complete the play. But the action was good and was smart.
Bacot pushing Burns out almost to the 3-point line. He gets where he wants to get, and he banks it home. What are you going to do?
All for assistance.
Bacot at the other end is fouled by Burns, and that will be number 2 on him.
And that's how you attack DJ Burns. You know, one of the ways that you kind of defend against him is you make him guard on the other end. Put him in ball screen actions. Make him guard in the post. Put him in a position to foul. But Armando Bacot is a big, strong guy using his leverage, but Mohamed Diarra just steps in there, actually sets a little screen to pick him off and make it a little bit easier for DJ Burns to get to that left hand.
Bacot misses the first. He's shooting a career best 78% from the line this year. Burns outscoring Bacot 15-8. Bacot out rebounding Burns. Look at the assist total. That's part of it as well. Some of those are probably for threes. So between scoring and assists, at minimum, Burns has been involved in 27 points in this game.
Well, he's touched the ball just about every time down. And rightfully so. He's making things happen. I wonder what he's going to do here, Dan. Good pass.
The kick to O'Connell. Contested baseline jumper. Rebound Ingram.
Nice recovery by R.J. Davis to take away that 3.
And they don't stop Davis in transition. He got a clean look.
Doesn't miss many of those, does he?
Here they go again. And he hits again. State by 3. As Burns is kind of having his way right now with Bacot down on the block.
Just extraordinary, that touch with that size. Now, this is what he did to Duke. He wound up with 27 points, but Duke played him one-on-one in the post to shut everybody else down.
Burns goes down. They play on, and Bacot banks it home. Boy, these are 2 really good, really big, really physical guys battling in this game.
You know, the mop guy is down at the other end. That's a pretty wide swath he's having to deal with down there.
Horn draws the foul.
Well, DJ Burns, this is a back down, the likes of which you don't see very often. You know, he reminds me of Josh Smith, played at UCLA, then transferred to Georgetown. Same kind of player, and there's a little flop right there that led to the easy basket for Armando Bacot.
Each guy's played big minutes. Each guy's got 2 fouls. And DJ Horn getting ready to go to the free throw line for 2.
He's tying his shoes. I think he's just buying a little bit of time to get some rest. Smart. Five games in 5 days is extraordinary. You can't understate or overstate, excuse me, you can't overstate the difficulty of this for NC State, and yet they are giving maximum effort. It's really impressive to watch.
And again, the only other school that has ever won 5 in 5 days to win a conference championship, the Kemba Walker-led UConn Huskies back in 2011. Even a little thing like Carolina played at 7 o'clock last night. State played at 9:30. Plus, it's their 5th game in 5 days. Davis trying to get free. Morsell trying to stay with him and doing a really good job. Look at this defense against one of the best offensive players in the country, and then a rejection. Horn. And a foul. But how about Casey Morsell's defense on our State by 4.
Harrison Ingram needs to get more involved on the offensive end, be more of a threat for North Carolina.
Davis running around a couple of screens. Got free for a moment. Morsell recovers beautifully.
And good help by Ben Middlebrooks.
And that is a block called on O'Connell. You can see where he's looking. He wants to see a replay. What you think?
Well, he's a primary defender there, and those are the charge calls that shouldn't have changed from last year, but seemingly they have. But the change in the charge block rule on secondary defenders not only was good, it was great.
Ingram to the free throw line. Diarra forced him into a tough shot and comes down with a rebound. Kind of one of the unsung heroes of this tournament for NC State is Mohamed Diarra.
Diarra has been spectacular on the glass. Had a 16 rebound performance.
Had a 14 and a 12, and he's got 7 tonight. Morsell the turnaround, and it's back to a 6-point advantage for the 10 seed.
Where is this energy coming from for NC State?
Davis steps in and buries it.
Boy, you take a gamble, which Casey Morsell did, to shoot the gap, try to get a steal, and R.J. Davis burns him. But it was a 2. He had to step inside the 3-point line to get that shot.
Casey Morsell, by the way, Jay, is the only player who has not come out of the game. Contact as he kind of swung his arms through. Looked like maybe an elbow got R.J. Davis, but they play on.
Just a rip through.
Washington tries to save it and does. Cadeau will try a 3. State will give him that.
The bodies are flying in this game.
Taylor went flying. Diarra took a shot to the head. He's grimacing as O'Connell walks it into the front court.
R.J. Davis still guarding Casey Morsell. Morsell is bigger, a little bit stronger.
Middlebrooks, not an outside shooter. Now Taylor. O'Connell to step in. Draws the foul.
All made by the shot fake that got Cadeau off back.
The second program ever to win 5 games in 5 days to win a conference tournament. It is remarkable what they have done since Tuesday.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Boy, Sidney Lowe and Derek Wittenberg. That was a pretty good high school backcourt. What did they played for the great Morgan Wooten at DeMatha.
1 of 2 and a 5-point lead for the Wolfpack.
Carolina needs to get the ball inside more often.
They do right there. Cadeau with a nifty feed into Bacot.
Just a little side pick and roll, 2 on the ball, and Bacot was wide open. But Carolina shot a lot of 3s in this game. And some guys that have been taking them are not the shooters you would expect.
R.J. Davis on the bench right now for the Tar Heels. DJ Horn and DJ Burns both on the bench for the Wolfpack. Bacot down with a rebound. That's his 8th.
Really good defense there by Seth Trimble. He is one heck of a defender. Can switch out on just about anybody.
Cadeau, nice look. Trimble passes up the 3 and lost it. Diarra finds it. O'Connell takes it. Whoa. First Cadeau went flying, then Middlebrooks went flying. I think the call's going against the Wolfpack. We'll wait for the signal from Bill Covington.
NC State foul charges number 23, Mohamed Diarra.
Mohamed Diarra of NC State, the foul, his 3rd.
Returning for the Wolfpack, DJ Horn.
Meanwhile, look who's back.
Burns Jr.
So far, Burns tonight, 8 of 10 from the field, 17 points and 6 assists.
Trying to put DJ Burns in some ball screen situations.
Cadeau goes the other way, finds Trimble. Misses the 3, Bacot the rebound. Trying to go back up with it, he lost it. And we've got a held ball. The possession arrow will give it back to the Pack.
Really good defense by NC State to converge on the ball all around Armando Bacot to knock it away. And Seth Trimble, that shot from the right corner, that's not the shot that North Carolina wants. It was a pressured 3 from a guy who can make open ones, but he's only made 10 threes on the season.
R.J. Davis returns. You saw Middlebrooks come in for State, but it's not for Burns. Diarra's got 3. So for the first time tonight, we see Middlebrooks and Burns on the floor together. And guess who gets a touch? A foul on Bacot, his 3rd.
You just can't bring your arm down there. It's hard to keep yourself from doing it, but you just have to stay straight up when he goes up with it and try to bother it. But once that right arm comes down, automatic foul.
And that's already 16 fouls on Carolina here in the second half as Burns goes to the line. First time tonight, 68% on the season.
And the problem Carolina has is Bacot's really the only matchup they have for DJ Burns. You're not going to put Jalen Washington on him. There's just a strength difference. I mean, you might be able to put Jalen Withers on him, and he might be able to try by getting low with leverage. But Bacot is the natural matchup for DJ Burns.
And if it's anybody other than Bacot, it's almost an automatic double, right? You have to.
Well, if you double, then you put yourself in a position. Middlebrooks pushed off on Jalen Withers, but you put yourself in the position of him hurting you as a passer.
Yep.
And
it's a pick your poison. Right?
Exactly. It sounds like it's such an easy decision. Of course, go double him. But you go double DJ Burns. He's such a good passer that he can find a guy like DJ Horn or Jaden Taylor, somebody, Michael O'Connell, and all of a sudden NC State's getting open threes and you're trading 2 for 3.
Horn on the floor with 3. Bacot on the floor with 3. And a whistle away from the ball and a foul on the Wolfpack. And Bill Covington is bringing DJ Horn and Cormac Ryan together. Is this on Horn?
It should be. I mean, he sort of
Brooks sits as well.
I wonder what the officials wanted to talk to those 2 guys about. If you're telling Cormac Ryan don't cut, Ryan just went down. He's hurt.
And Michael O'Connell was the closest defender, looking around saying, I didn't do anything here, looking up at the scoreboard, but Ryan's still shaken up and may have hit his head on the court. We will have to get a look at a replay.
He was the inbounder and then came in to be able to go off one screen or another. He's being guarded by O'Connell.
Like whatever it was before he hit the court.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was any sort of ankle issue.
They will take the media timeout now as Ryan continues to get medical attention. Well, just a few minutes ago. Hopefully he's okay and back to the action.
Yeah, that's called floppy action. He could choose which side to come off of baseline screens, and O'Connell was trying to send him out to the right, but Ryan wanted to go to the left, and that's when he caught his shoulder.
Morsell into Burns.
Bacot's got those 3 fouls.
Burns up and in, does it again.
He ultimately wants to get to that right shoulder, and you have to bring a gang to stop him from getting there.
I mean, Bacot's a member of the conference all defensive team. He's a very big, strong guy and a very good defender. And DJ Burns is 9 for 11 tonight.
But if he's going to back you all the way down there, there's nobody that can do anything about that.
And now a turnover.
And this is the decision. Do you bring a double to get the ball out of his hands? But when he's such a good passer, he can hurt you that way as well, and maybe hurt you more.
Bacot fronting him for a moment. They can't get him the ball, so Morsell will drive it, chase it down. Diarra over to help. Boy, are they trapped down in that corner, though. It'll stay with State. 4.9 on the shot clock.
Mohamed Diarra saved that possession by making himself available to Morsell.
Boy, Burns playing the game with a smile on his face, too. He is having the time of his life this week. Morsell for 3. Davis the rebound for the Tar Heels. Back from Cadeau. And Davis lays it in. That is Carolina basketball.
How beautiful was that? The give and go. And another creative finish around the basket for R.J. Davis.
Wolfpack by 4. Everybody in the building knows what's coming. Short this time. Bacot did a great job not letting them get too close to the bucket. Davis draws the foul.
He had Bacot to his left, running the floor, and DJ Burns trying to keep up. Now this is the previous one where R.J. Davis gives it up, gets it right back, and goes right around the NC State defense. Just a beautiful finish to avoid the block shot by Diarra.
And now Davis, Carolina's all-time leader in free throw percentage, is at the line for 2. Middlebrooks in for Burns, and Cormac Ryan has returned for Carolina.
And you have to think when North Carolina's in the half court, they want to go into Armando Bacot.
One of 2 for Davis. DJ Horn is coming back in with 4 fouls. Boy, does he have to be careful.
He just has to be smart.
I'm guessing they try to keep him as far away from R.J. Davis as they can on the defensive end. O'Connell pulls up and hits.
Wow. R.J. Davis went underneath that screen by Ben Middlebrooks, and Michael O'Connell made him pay. O'Connell's been a different player in this tournament than he was all year long.
Double figures in the first 4. Davis, no. Great rebound by Ingram. Ingram for 3. Diarra runs it down and saves it.
A lot of three-point shots for North Carolina. Bacot never touched it.
Past the midway point of the second half, and the underdog, the 10 seed, with a 5-point lead on the top seed in Carolina. Horn short. Out of bounds to the Tar Heels.
Michael O'Connell. Now watch R.J. Davis go underneath. He actually got picked off, but tried to gap that ball screen. And Michael O'Connell made him pay with that extra space to knock down that three. He has been fantastic in this ACC tournament.
And as you just saw on your screen, Kevin Keats, Jay, he's already starting to play offense-defense with DJ Horne. He grabbed him on the way by and said, don't go too far. Sit in that first seat. If we get the ball back, you're going back in. And they got the ball back. Offensive foul on Jalen Washington. And Horne's right back into the game.
A little too aggressive on that screen. To free up Cormac Ryan, just leaned in to Jaden Taylor and got called.
Different game with no Bacot and no Burns right now.
NC State playing 5 out.
Horne sizing up Ryan and hits it. What a big shot. And he's got a huge smile on his face. How much fun are these state players having this week?
Carolina needs to put him in some action, go right at DJ Horne.
Davis from the corner with the answer. It's a long two for Carolina.
And when he needs space, he just creates it for himself with that step back. Great separation.
Morsell to give and go. O'Connell has it taken away by Cadeau.
That steal saved a layup.
Now Davis to slow it down and set something up. Crossover. Floater. Yes.
Got the switch. Michael O'Connell came out to get him. He just crossed over and went right by for the little floater. RJ Davis is taken over.
Point after the review. It's now a 3-point game. 61-58 Pack.
Carolina bringing full court pressure. Got the initial trap. And now NC State breaks it.
And a great bounce pass, but Diarra missed the reverse. Got it back and puts it in.
Well, it looked like he got fouled as well. But that's 10 rebounds now for Mohamed Diarra. Well, he has been a machine, just cleaning the glass throughout this entire tournament.
Cadeau gets inside, a little bit short. And Burns gathers it in for the Wolfpack.
North Carolina's offense has been out of sync in the half court. And to give credit to NC State's defense.
Horne again playing with 4 fouls. 21 points tonight for State. Takes a bump and hits. What a sensational game. At the moment, they're without Morsell. Taylor's in the game with a bad ankle. Horne's in the game with 4 fouls. Yet NC State is up by 8. Can they just find enough bodies to play the last 7 minutes at the level they will need to win this game?
He needs to take O'Connell down in the post. Harrison Ingram's got O'Connell on him. Give it to him and let him back him down.
Taylor on Davis. Now Ingram is doing that. There's the help from Diarra to swat it out of bounds. Carolina ball with 5 on the shot clock.
Boy, what terrific help defense by Mohamed Diarra. Right under the basket, comes over, gets vertical, and knocks the ball away with his left hand. Big time.
Again, State not only playing for an ACC tournament championship, they need to win this game to get into the NCAA tournament, one would assume. Bacot banks it in to make it a 6-point game. And here comes Morsell jogging back to the bench.
Boy, good play by Carolina. They got RJ Davis on the run, and then Armando Bacot could face up and just take DJ Burns off the dribble.
Horne fouled by Ingram. That's already 9 team fouls on Carolina. So it's 1-1 for Horne. And any further fouls will be 2.
Just ran a little Iverson screen over those 2 screeners at the elbows. And there was an open lane to the basket with a rip through for a left-handed drive. And Ingram just reached in and fouled.
So you've seen a lot of State. You had them a couple of weeks ago in a regular season game. Why are they playing at this level now? They lost their last 4 coming into the tournament. Why are they playing at such a high level right now?
Well, remember who they played.
Yes.
Remember they had a Saturday at North Carolina, and then they had to turn around and play Duke on a Monday. Then they had Pittsburgh, and at Pittsburgh. They had a really difficult schedule in a very short time frame. But they're just in a great rhythm now. They've got some momentum going, beating Louisville and Syracuse, and then that big upset at Duke.
And then Virginia in overtime last night. Another teardrop for R.J. Davis. It's a 5-point game.
But North Carolina has to make a defensive stand. And you have to think that NC State wants to go inside to DJ Burns, let him go against Withers.
Folks starting to stand in the building, wearing both blue and red. What a pass. Diarra gathers, blocked from behind by Bacot.
Boy, good recovery by Bacot. Tried to help out on Burns, and Burns made a great pass, but negated.
Tipped away and stolen. Taylor. Diarra runs it down.
This is where NC State, and you can tell Kevin Keatts. Stagger action to try to get it to Horn.
Ingram on him. And Horn is saying, oh, get out of here, DJ. Horn wanted to take Ingram, but instead it's into Burns. He's doubled.
There goes the double. There's the open 3.
And Morsell hits it. And it's State by 8.
And that's the reason that doubling is so difficult on DJ Burns.
Davis rejected by Diarra. And Horn is going to slow it down. Morsell, not this time.
And that was not the shot. Even though he was open. Make North Carolina guard.
Bacot one-on-one with Burns. The spin, the bank, the tip, and Diarra's got it again. How many times has Mohamed Diarra come up with the ball on the defensive glass?
He has made so many big plays in this game, not just on the glass, but blocking shots, has helped defense, looking at the officials, saying, hey, man, I got hit in the head there. Does that not count?
Nearing the 4-minute mark. Horn is fouled. This is truly remarkable.
At every opportunity that NC State gets to steal a moment, you got the massage gun.
Wow.
Yeah, Lee Cassell say, hey, look, I know he needs it, but he can't do that.
Being told it's a groin issue for Casey Morsell. And he is coming out right now. And now Middlebrook's getting ready to come in. And again, this feels like with the 4 under 4 timeout coming soon, you get DJ Burns a decent amount of rest here.
As much as you can. They're going to need days of rest after this.
Made them both. And it's back to a 10-point lead, matching their biggest lead of the night. Does Carolina have an answer? Bacot going to work on Middlebrooks. And a foul as 7. They are up 10 with 3:51 to go.
And Dan, you have to think that if Armando Bacot makes this, Carolina's going to come with full court pressure. They've got to do something to change the rhythm of this game. They've started to double team DJ Burns. That has not worked out particularly well, but I think they have to bring the pressure full court.
Here it comes. Horn to O'Connell. And they get it over.
Is he going to back him down from that far out?
Good pass into Horn, who lays it in. Assist number 7 tonight for Burns.
What a fabulous cut by DJ Horne.
What an incredible week both of them have had, Burns and Horne. Here's Diarra. And it stays with State. And Kevin Keatts is probably saying something like, take your time.
Just a great cut from the weak side. Just a step and go all the way to the rim. Harrison Ingram couldn't block it. Boy, and you're worried about DJ Horne coming off for a handoff, and he just cut the other way. Just a beautiful cut and a great read.
Carolina came all the way back, had the lead briefly here in the second half, and now State's up 11, but a steal by Davis to get it down to 9. Under 3 to go, and Hubert Davis wants the full court pressure.
Boy, that's old school. The trap by North Carolina, shooting the gap as an interceptor.
It's still inbounds, but Carolina's got it now. Davis. Ingram. Ryan for 3. And who else but Diarra with a rebound.
NC State dodged one there.
Boy, and if you're Kevin Keatts, you just want to see poise and good decision making right now. Back to Horne. He'll take a 3. And it's out of bounds as Horne and Cadeau got tangled up. And DJ Horne is still down. And once again, he's on R.J. Davis.
Right now, it's about just staying in front, no threes and no fouls.
Ingram the step in. Cadeau won't take the 3. Davis the pull-up. And a battle for the ball between Davis and Morsell, and it's getting heated as the officials get in and try to break it up.
There's 2 guys fighting for the ball.
And if it's just a held ball, it will stay with Carolina on the possession arrow. Good job by Lee Cassell and Bert Smith, Bill Covington all getting in there quickly. Now Jay Burns has gone to the bench right now for State. Middlebrooks is in. 2 minutes to go. Davis gets a clean look. And it is North Carolina ball, says Bert Smith. And we're under 2 minutes, so they can check it.
DJ Horne has been everywhere. He covered a long distance to go after that ball.
The play will be under official review to determine possession. The call on the floor was possession to North Carolina.
No, sir. That's
Wow.
that's
The call is Carolina's. When Ingram made that last desperate reach for it, did he touch it?
Doesn't look like he did, but there's not enough there to overturn it.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, it kind of rolled off the hand. And we saw from the other angle that it didn't look like from that angle that Ingram touched it, but I don't see how there's anything there to overturn the call.
Doesn't look like it, but I agree with you 100%. Just not enough there to overturn it. And again, the initial call is Carolina's. And Bert Smith, and I think this is great. I mean, he took an extra beat, an extra pause before making the signal, wanted to make sure that he called it the right way, because the call on the floor can be obviously huge here. If there's not enough to overturn it, however it's called is however it stays. And it's Carolina ball.
Well, in the review, the call on the floor is confirmed. Possession to North Carolina.
So they're down 9. They've got the ball with 1:51 to go. Ingram to inbound.
Screen for the screener action, well defended to keep it away from R.J. Davis.
Bacot's going to drive it, and he is fouled by Middlebrooks. Number 3 on him, 1-1 coming for Bacot.
Right now, NC State's got to be thinking about inbounding the ball, being strong with it, and breaking pressure. Because Carolina's coming with it full court.
A reminder, Sports Center is coming up next here on ESPN, and oh boy, will they be talking about this one, no matter how it ends. Two big makes for Bacot. O'Connell turned it over. Davis for 3. Got it back. Now Ryan is wide open in the corner. And Diarra, another rebound and a foul.
Boy, Carolina gets the turnover off the bad pass from Michael O'Connell. Get a wide.
Makes the first, Burns out, Middlebrooks back in. So they want Middlebrooks on defense right now and Burns on offense.
Make or miss, North Carolina wants to get the ball down court quickly, just get a score. It doesn't have to be a 3.
2 huge makes from Mohamed Diarra. A good help there by Middlebrooks.
Forced him further out on the floor.
Davis reverses direction, missed it. O'Connell the rebound and a foul.
What a big rebound by Michael O'Connell. And NC State can feel it. Something that has never happened in this league. 5 games in 5 successive days. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
They appeared to be down and out last night against Virginia. In the last minute and a half of regulation, somehow found a way.
Miracle Mike found a way.
That's right. The guy at the free throw line banked home a 3 to force overtime as the Hall of Famer Roy Williams looks on here in Washington. 2 more. It's an 11-point lead. Ryan got fouled and will shoot 3, and DJ Horne's out of the game. That's his 5th. And can Morsell come back? They're running out of bodies.
Well, I know Horne didn't want to foul here. Just got a piece of his arm, just couldn't help himself. And he's going to have to take a seat, but I'll bet you sitting down is going to feel good after all.
Do me a favor. Do me a favor, would you? Remind me to talk to you about something tomorrow. 3 for Ryan. They beat Louisville by 9. They beat Syracuse by 18. Beat Duke 74-69 in the quarterfinals Thursday night. The overtime win over Virginia. And now a minute 11 away. Up by 9. One more free throw for Cormac Ryan.
Right now it's about inbounding the ball cleanly.
Ooh, dangerous pass, and O'Connell gets fouled, and he's going back to the free throw line.
Yeah, Breon pass with that dangerous pass, but got away with it.
North Carolina foul, charge number 55, Harrison Ingram. His 2nd personal foul.
2 free throws the rest of the way for State.
Michael O'Connell, shooting 2.
Passes in his 3rd year in the program. It's his 82nd game. He's never started a game. generally he plays a handful of minutes here and there. He actually played a lot against Louisville, but part of that was DJ Horn didn't play. So he got 22 minutes against Louisville, but he is in for a big 1:08 right now, to say the least. And they just keep making their free throws.
Well, that's how you salt away a win and win a championship. It's that close.
Ingram for three. Tipped out to Davis. He'll take a three. And Diarra with yet another rebound, and he's fouled again. And now everybody wearing red in this arena can really feel it. There are more Carolina fans here than State fans, but it's the folks in red having the best time right now.
And they should. What an effort by North Carolina State. And not just tonight, but this entire week. And Dan, assuming they hang on this last 54 seconds, who do you give MVP to? There's so many deserving candidates.
Yeah.
One of them's right here at the foul line.
Diarra's been huge. You could give it to Horn. You could give it to Burns. Ryan has to hoist. Davis the rebound, and he draws the foul.
It's the last thing you want to do there is foul and stop the clock.
NC State foul penalty is number 1, Jacob Chen.
Carolina, in all likelihood, I mean, I don't even think I have to say it on all likelihood. They're a 1 seed, win or lose tonight, right? Don't you think?
No question.
Yeah. But none of the guys on that bench have ever won an ACC tournament championship. He's won 3. Hubert Davis, 2 as a player, 1 as an assistant coach. They came in this week really talking about wanting this title, not wanting a 1 seed. They wanted this title. But like 4 other programs this week, they have run into a team that is just on an unbelievable roll right now in the Wolfpack.
It felt like a Destiny's Darlings type of thing. And the shot last night by Michael O'Connell, Miracle Mike. Boy, a turnover here for NC State.
Pass stepped out of bounds. Thought he got bumped out of bounds.
He might have, but you got to be strong at this point in the game. You're not going to be given anything.
This last minute and a half probably feels like an eternity for Kevin Keats.
Well, you don't want to foul there.
Pass called for the foul.
He just jumped right into the body, got tangled up with the arms of R.J. Davis. He wants to take away that 3, but you just lock and trail and run him off the 3-point line. If he gets a layup, who cares?
And Davis, of course, almost automatic at the line.
It's just the idea of stopping the clock and extending the game.
That's his second miss tonight. 5 of 7. Still a 9-point game. And a turnover. Diarra saying to O'Connell, come back to me. Diarra couldn't get it to him, and he threw it away.
Well, even if he doesn't come back to the ball, take the 10-second violation rather than throw it away like that. At least more time comes off the clock that way.
Here's Davis. Now Cadeau. Now Ingram for 3. Middlebrook swats it out of bounds, and the call is NC State ball, but they're going to have a look at it.
That's one thing, but you don't want to give it to a big guy, and then all of a sudden you got to get open again.
Into pass. Back to Taylor. A few more seconds come off the clock, and now Jaden Taylor will head to the line. Indianapolis native, transfer from Butler.
Going on a bum wheel. Boy, he's really gutted it out, hasn't he?
Yep.
Everybody has, but especially Jaden Taylor.
Yeah, they've got a guy with a bad ankle. They've got a guy with a sore groin. They've got a guy who fouled out. They've got a guy who hit his first 3 of the season tonight. And they got a guy who scored only his 2nd bucket of the entire season tonight. It's just crazy, everything that's gone on. And yet, they are 25 seconds away from a championship.
You're rounding down now? It's
I'm rounding down.
25.6.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We've had real rounding issues this week, America. Davis can't get it to go. Middlebrooks the rebound. They'll foul him. And now I think they can finally relax. It's been 37 years since this program won the ACC Tournament Championship. And they knew coming into this week that they had to win this tournament to go to the NCAA tournament. There would be no at-large. And Kevin Keatts obviously feels a little more relaxed. Here come the walk-ons, including his son, KJ Keatts.
Well, this is an ACC tournament championship that will never be forgotten. Historic.
Knocked out of bounds. Still Carolina ball. 8.2 to go. Coaches, you better let those guys sleep in tomorrow. They have had an unbelievable week. Ingram for 3. And that is going to do it. A remarkable, astounding week for the North Carolina State Wolfpack. And let the celebration begin in Raleigh.